The oak tree's secret. In a small village nestled between vibrant green hills and winding rivers, there lived an old man known to everyone simply as Mr. Elias. Mr. Elias was known for his wisdom, a gentle soul who spent his days caring for the numerous plants and trees in his garden. Among all, a towering oak tree stood in the center of his garden, its branches wide and welcoming. One sunny morning, a young boy named Liam, known for his curious and restless spirit, wandered into Mr. Elias' garden. He was fascinated by the old man's dedication to his garden, especially to the grand oak tree. "Why do you care so much for this tree, Mr. Elias?" Liam asked, his young eyes wide with curiosity. Mr. Elias, wiping the sweat from his brow, smiled gently and invited Liam to sit with him under the tree's expansive shade. He began to tell Liam a story that had been passed down through generations, the secret of the oak tree. "Many years ago, Mr. Elias started, when I was about your age, I asked my grandfather the very same question. He told me that this oak tree is not just a tree, but a reminder of our purpose in life." Lime listened intently as Mr. Elias continued. "This oak tree started as a small acorn, insignificant and overlooked. Yet, with time, it grew into the strongest tree in the village. It did not grow strong and steady overnight. It faced many storms, hard winds, and scorching days. Despite these challenges, it continued to grow, provided shelter and shade to those in need." Lime's eyes reflected a growing understanding as the old man spoke. Mr. Elias leaned closer, lowering his voice as if to share a secret. "Just like the oak, our life has a purpose. Our purpose is not just to grow tall and strong, but to be useful, to provide for others, to protect and nurture." He pointed to the branches where birds built their nests and children played in the shades. "This tree teaches us about resilience and giving. No matter how tough things get, we must keep growing, reaching higher, and making ourselves useful to the world. True purpose of life," Mr. Elias concluded, "is to contribute in whatever way we can. Just like this oak contributes to the beauty of our village, shelters the birds, and brings joy to children like you." Lion sat quietly, the story sinking in. He looked up at the oak, its branches stretching towards the sky, strong and steady. Something shifted within him, a new understanding of his place in the world. "Mr. Elias," Lime finally said, "I want to be useful like this oak tree. I want to help others and make a difference." Mr. Elias smiled, his eyes twinkling with pride. "And your social line? Start small. Help around at home, in school, and here in the garden. Each small act of kindness is like planting a seed which will grow into a strong tree someday." From that day on, Lion helped Mr. Elias in the garden, learning more about the plants and how each one contributed to the life of the garden. He carried the lesson of the oak tree with him, spreading kindness and resilience wherever he went. As years passed, Lam grew to be a strong pillar in his community, always reminding others of the oak tree lesson. The purpose of life is to grow strong and to be useful, providing shelter and support to those around us. And under the shade of the oak tree, many more children would gather to hear the story of the oak tree's secret, learning from Mr. Elias and learning a profound lesson of finding and fulfilling their life's purpose.